Hello friends, welcome back to our lecture series on power electronics, which is initiated by our GATE initiative. Now, in the power electronics, in last class, I have discussed about DC to AC power conversion and started with the different application of inverter. Then why do we need inverter? Then we have discussed about how we convert a DC supply to AC or a DC voltage to AC voltage. That is DC to AC power conversion. Then from there we have discussed single phase inverter, that how it operates and what is the switching structure, what the switching network should be, and their characteristics, what should be the characteristics of the switches for power electronic switches that we will use in the inverter. In that context, I have discussed on the topic that how to establish the switching network using SPDT switch, single pole double throw switch. From there we have established the characteristics of the power electronic switches which is used in inverter. Okay, so today I will move on to the three-phase inverter from the single phase. So let's start. So now if we want to realize three-phase VSI, the difference is that compared to single phase VSI is we need one more extra leg in this case, or we need one more extra SPDT switch. So in case of single phase, number of SPDT switches was required 2, and here we require 3. Okay, so let us first try to draw the three-phase inverter using SPDT switch first, then we will move on to the actual inverter using power electronic switch. So now if I draw here, the DC bus, let us draw first DC bus as we are going to draw it. So previously what I have explained, that we can divide this to the two capacitor which is having the voltage of VDC by 2 each, plus minus, this is also plus minus. Now this will be the throw 1 for leg 1, this is throw 2 for leg 1, T1 and T2 for leg 1, that is pole 1. That is, in other way we can write it the R phase. So the R. Next let us draw for phase B, sorry, phase Y. Similarly we can draw here for phase B. Okay, so here if we change, if the R is connected to throw T1, suppose say this one is connected to throw T2, so this is T1, this is T2 for, this is also T1 and T2 for B, this is T1 T2 for Y. So now let's suppose say this one. So what will be the pole voltage, what will get, this is the O point, that is the, what I have told it, this is the analytical midpoint, DC bus voltage midpoint, which is used for the analysis purpose. Now what is the voltage we will get? VRO under this condition, VRO we will get plus VDC by 2, because this is connected to the positive DC bus. Okay, so now what will be the VYO? VYO, the VYO will be minus VDC by 2. Why? Because this is connected to the negative DC bus. Now similarly, what will be VBO? VBO will be again plus VDC by 2. So this is for one combination. Similar type of the 8 combinations can happen. Out of this, 2 are for 0 voltage. So now I am not going to on details. We will discuss those details. What are the combinations in two particular mode of operation? One is 180-degree mode of operation and this 120 mode of operation for VSI. We'll discuss these things later on. Now just understand the pole voltages. Now if I have to find out the line voltages, how we can find out the line voltage? Line voltage means RY between the, suppose this is R voltage, sorry, this is the line R. This is line R, this is line Y and line B. So between this R and Y, so what will be V R Y between these two. Similarly, this is YB, this will be V. This will be V. Let me change the color, it is looking a bit monotonous. So this is V Y B. Similarly, between B and R, it will be VBR. Now, how to represent those voltages? What will be the phase voltage? Sorry, line voltages. So line voltages can be represented in terms of pole voltages. So these are the pole voltages, because voltages of the voltage of the pole with respect to the midpoint DC bus voltage or midpoint DC bus. This is pole voltages. Now we will find out the line voltages. What are the line voltages will be? Suppose say VRY. So what will be it? This will be VRO minus VYO. So now VYB is equals to VYO minus VBO. What will be the VBR? This will be VBO minus VRO. Okay. So this is how we can find out the line voltages. These are the expressions. If we follow the expressions, we will get the line voltages. Now if I write this may be confusing. Let us write down here. Line voltages. We can find out. So the pole voltages are very important. So if I can find out the pole voltages, we can find out the line voltages. Now, when the line voltages are available, we can find out the phase voltages also. Now let us find out how can I find out the phase voltage. Now in case of delta connected load, suppose if the load is delta connected, then the line voltage will be equal to the phase voltages. There's nothing to worry about. Line voltage will be equal to the phase voltages. Now if this is star connected load, then the phase voltage we can find out. Suppose the VRN, that means the N is the neutral point. So VRN will be the this is for star connected load. VRN will be the 1/3 of VRY minus VBR. You can see the starting is the R, so it will start with the R and end also with R. This is for remembering purpose. If you want to derive, you can derive it. So now VYN, what is the VYN? 1/3 of V, starting with the Y. So Y and what is the YB? YB minus what is the ending with Y? It's RY. VRY. Similarly, VBN we can find out is 1/3 of VBR minus V ending with YB. So this is how we can remember. So these are the voltages, the phase voltages. Voltages for star connected load. for phase voltages for star unconnected load. So using these three three set of expressions, we can find out the, or we can derive the different voltages, pole voltages, line voltages, phase voltages for different connections. Next, we are going to explain those two connections, 120 and 180-degree modes. There we will see, we will use these expressions. Okay. Now, if we want to derive, if we want to replace this is using the our conventional power electronic switches, or if I replace this in normal switches using for saving time, what will be that? Suppose this will be the switch. This will be the switches, and along with this there will be anti-parallel diode. This will be the S1, and this will be D1, this will be D2, this will be S2. Similarly, we can find out here also. So there we can find out S3, D3, and similarly S4 and D4. Due to space I am not writing D4, you can understand it. This is D4. Similarly, we will get S5 and S6. Along with this, this is the anti-parallel diode. Basically, these switches, what I am doing, these are simple switches. Basically, we have to replace this one with the IGBT. If we follow the previous part of the lecture, so we have to replace this with IGBT. But for saving time, I am not drawing the IGBT one. You can understand. Now, how these switches will be operated? For that, we have to go for the operation of this one. So this is the inverter circuit, the switching network of three-phase inverter. Just replace these normal switches using IGBT to represent the power electronic three-phase inverter, voltage source inverter, obviously. Okay, so now let us go to the 180-degree mode of operation first. So first, let us draw the inverter very quickly. I am still using the normal switch. Just whenever you will do it, you replace with the IGBT MOSFET, whatever you want to use it. So this is R phase, Y phase. This is the pole, basically. This is the pole of the R phase, pole of the Y phase, pole of the B phase. This one. Now this is the DC bus voltage midpoint O. Now this voltage is VDC by 2. This is VDC by 2. This is plus minus, this is plus minus, this is positive DC bus, this is negative DC bus. Now we will take the extension to connect the load. Now for say we are using here star connected load, star connected resistive load. Okay. This is star connected resistive load with all resistance R. So in case of resistive load, we don't need the diode conduction. If this is RL load, we need a diode conduction. So let us change this one with simple load with RL. Oh, I have to connect it here now. So this is the RL load with same value. This is basically balanced load. This is the neutral point. Let us change the color to mark it neutral. This is the neutral point. So now basically what we have to find out first we have to find out the pole voltages, and then we can find out the line voltages, then we can find out the phase voltages. Now for that we have to first understand the operation, how it operates. The main operation principle is that individual switches, so this is S1, this is S2, this is S3, this is S4, S5, S6, as I have already mentioned earlier. So correspondingly this will be D1, D3, D5. Similarly this will be D2, D4 and D6. This is D6 place is there I am writing. D2, D4 I am writing, I am not writing due to the lack of space. So now each switches will be conducted for 180 degree. Each switches will be conducted for 180 degree. This is point number 1. Now what is the point number 2? Now the point number 2 is that the top switch of one leg, the conduction interval between top switch of one leg to the top switch of the next leg is 120 degree. Why? Because suppose say what is the phase difference between R, Y and B? From the phase R, the Y is different. Phase difference between R and Y is 120 degree, Y and B is 120 degree. Okay. If I take from the R, it will be 240 degree. So similarly, here individual phases will be turned on. The top switch of the individual phases will be turned on after 120 degree. If we follow these two guidelines, that will give us that will be enough to understand the 180 degree operation. That is enough. We don't need anything else. And the three set of formula what I have given earlier, that is from pole voltage to phase voltage conversion, phase voltage to pole voltage to line voltage conversion, line voltage to the phase voltage conversion for star connected. In case of delta connected, phase voltage, line voltage is the same. So let us understand one by one. First, let me draw the gate voltages. So whatever the voltages will apply at the gate terminal. That is what I am drawing here, VG1 for the and VG2. That means both the switch for the pole 1. Next I am drawing VG3 and VG4, gate voltage for switch 3, switch 4, gate voltage for switch 1, switch 2. Next I am drawing VG5 and VG6, gate voltage for switch 5 and 6. Why I am drawing together? The reason is that whenever one switch is on, another switch will be off, and vice versa. So it will be helpful for us to draw it at the same picture. Here I will consider the voltage switches are ideal. So first with the red phase we will start the top one. Oh, before that let us, this is for 60 degree, 120 degree, 180 degree, 240 degree, 300 degree and 360 degree. That is the 2 pi, one cycle completion. So we will draw up to 360 degree. Then we can extend the same thing continuously, we will get this one. So first 60, 120, 180, 240, 300, 360. If you can draw, if you want, you can draw the next 60 degree also, as I have the space. 60, 120, 180, 240, 300, 360, that's all. So basically this is pi and this is 2 pi. Okay. So now red phase. What I have told, the switch 1 will be conducted for, let's start with the switch 1. Switch 1 will be conducted for 180 degree and then it will be turned off for next 180 degree, then again it will be turned on. Okay, now let us draw another one. At this time, what will be the switch 2 status? Switch 2 will be turned off initially, then I am considering that ideal switch, so immediately it will turn on and then it will be on till this time and then it will turn off and it will remain off. So this is switch 2, and what is the switch 1? This is for switch 1. This is for one leg completed, leg 1, leg 1. Now let us find out the leg 2. What will happen in case of leg 2? So after 120 degree it will start. Leg 2 switch 3 will turn on after 120 degree of switch 1 and it will remain conduction for 180 degree and then it will remain turn off. It will remain turn off for another 180 degree. It is 120 if you want to draw another 60 degree. Now here also it will be off for 180 degree. So this is what? This is switch 3. Now what will happen? Switch 4 will be the complementary. We can use white color. Switch 4 will be the complementary. So this will be the switch 4 and it will remain off till whenever the switch 3 is on. Then again it will turn on and it will continue. So this is switch 4. Switch 4. Now next, what we will draw? What we will draw? We will now draw for switch 5 and switch 6. So after 120 switch 3 has turned on. Next, after from switch 3 after 120 switch 5 will turn on. So that means here at this point switch 5 will turn on and it will remain up to 180 degree. Sorry, this is 180 degree and then it will drop. Now before 180 degree, so basically it will remain off obviously for 180 degree. So it will remain off for 180 degree and before that it will be turned on. So this is S, what I said, this is S5. This is S5. S5. Now what? Obviously S6 will be the complementary in nature. Now I am drawing, suppose say in red here also. So S6 will be turned on here and for 180 degree it will remain turned on and then remain it will be turned off. Sorry. Just hold on. Let me draw the axis here. This is omega t. This is omega t. This is omega t. Bring the red. So red will be on, then it will be off, remain it will off, and then it will on. So this is S6. So this is the gating pattern. How we will give the gate for the 180 degree conduction mode. Why it is called 180 degree conduction? Because each switch is conducting for 180 degree. So therefore it is called the 180 degree conduction mode. Now what will be the corresponding? What will be the corresponding pole voltages? That we can find out here. Let me take this part. This is omega t. Omega t. Now again this is omega t. So now what will be the pole voltages for red phase, R phase pole voltage? So first, whenever it is S1 is turned on, so obviously this is connected to the positive DC bus. So we will get VDC by 2, 0.5 VDC. Up to which point? Suppose say this is 180 degree. Let me extend this part. 180 degree. This is 180. What is the 360? This is 360 degree. So let me mark there. Another 60 degree I have taken here. So mark there. So first this will be 60, 120. This will be 60. This will be 60, 120. This will be 120. So around this it is 120. Anyway, 240, 300, 300, 240, 240, 240, 300. Okay. Anyway, this is little bigger, no issues. So first what we will get up to this point we will get VD 0.5 VDC plus 0.5 VDC or VDC by 2. Next what will happen? Next, whenever S2 is on, basically this is connected to the negative DC bus. So we are going to get negative VDC by 2 and so on. This one is minus 0.5 VDC. Now let us draw for the yellow phase. So what will yellow phase? Yellow phase will be positive for from 120 degree. From this point it will be VDC by 2 up to 180 degree, then it will be negative. So basically it will be easier for us to draw. This is plus 0.5 VDC. This is minus 0.5 VDC. This is going to be VDC by 2. So now blue phase. So what will the pole voltage? This will start from 240 here. This will start from 240 here. So VDC by 2 it will continue. It will continue up to this point. And from here, once we are getting, this is basically 120, it is negative, and then this is positive. So this is plus 0.5 VDC or VDC by 2. This is minus 0.5 VDC. Okay. So this is, if I can say, this is VRO, this is VYO, this is VBO. Pole voltages, we have got it. Now we will find out the phase voltages. Let us draw it here. Omega t, omega t, and omega t. So first what we will get? This is VRY, VYB, VBR. Okay. So what are these expressions? VRY equals to VRO minus VYO. Same is for others. VYB equals to VYO minus VBO. And similarly, VBR equals to VBO minus VRO. That's all. So using these expressions, we can find out the phase voltages. Now let us start drawing. First, start with the red phase. So first 0.5 VDC by 2, and this is minus VDC by 2. But there is a minus sign here. There is a minus sign here. So what is it? This minus and this minus will make the plus. So we will get VDC. We will get VDC. Up to which point? Up to this point, 120 degree. So let us draw this is 2 pi, this is pi, this is pi, this is 2 pi. I am taking one more 60 degree here to find out the continuation. So basically this is 60, 120 degree, 240, 300. 60, 120, 240, 300. 60, 120, 240, 300. So this is how we are dividing. First, for first 120 we are getting positive VDC. Then what we are going to get? This is plus VDC by 2. This point, this is plus VDC by 2, and this is also plus VDC by 2. But there is minus here. So therefore this will be 0. So next 60 degree it will be 0. Then what will happen? After that this will be minus VDC by 2. And this will be plus VDC by 2, but there is minus. So this is plus and minus. So minus VDC by 2 and minus VDC by 2. So this will be minus VDC. And this will continue up to 120 degree. Then again, you can check, I am directly drawing. This will be 0. Then again plus VDC this way. So this is plus VDC. This is minus VDC. This is plus VDC. This will be the line voltage. Next, for the next phase, YO minus BO. So YO is starting with the minus VDC, and this one is starting with the plus VDC. Plus, but there is minus. So 0.5 VDC minus 0.5 VDC, and this is also minus, this plus and this minus, minus 0. So this will be minus VDC. So this will be minus VDC for this part. Now what will happen after that? This is minus VDC, and this is again minus VDC, but there is minus plus. So this will be next 60 degree, it will be 0. Then what happens? Then this is plus VDC. Now this is plus VDC and this is minus VDC, and there is one minus here. So this will be plus 0.5 VDC. So plus 0.5 minus and another minus, this will be plus 0.5. So it will be VDC. So there will be VDC. So now I have got the pattern. So this will continue up to 120, then it will be 0, then it will be next 120, then it will be 0, this way. This is the pattern we have got. Once we get the pattern, we can continue this one. So next is that B minus R. So BO minus R. BO is 0.5 VDC, 0.5 VDC, and this is also 0.5 VDC, but there is minus 1 here. So what we will get? We will get 0.5 plus 0.5, sorry, plus 0.5 BTC minus of 0.5 BTC. So this will be 0. Initially it will be started with 0, 60 up to 60 degree, and then we are getting minus 0.5 BTC, and this is minus plus, and there is minus 0.5. So it will be, sorry, it will be VDC minus 0.5 BTC and minus 0.5 BTC because of this. So 0.5 BTC, and it will continue up to 240 degree, and then it will be 0. You just check. I'm just directly drawing. That is how it will happen. Fine. So this is also, oh, I forgot to change color. Anyway, so this is plus VDC. This is minus VDC. So that is what phase voltage we have got it. Now the line voltages, I have already mentioned that 1/3 of that via RY minus BR. One phase I am showing due to shortage of time. One phase I am drawing. Next remaining part you please draw by yourself. So let me divide this: 60, 120, 180, 240, 300, 360. So first VRN, what is equals to 1/3 of VRY minus of V. It will end with R, that means BR. So starting with R, end with R. Please remember this one. If you follow this one, so now what you will get the phase voltages. So V, what is VRN? So plus VDC. Initially it's plus VDC, and this is 0. So we will get the VDC by 3. sorry, we will get the VDC by 3. This is supposed to VDC by 3. Let me extend this to draw it properly. So this is VDC by 3 initially. Next what will happen? This is VDC and this is minus VDC. Here minus 1 minus sign is here. So this will be plus. So 2 VDC and there is 1/3. So 2 VDC by 3. So this will be 2 VDC by 3. So next what will happen? Next this is 0. Next part this is 0 and this is minus VDC, minus minus plus. So basically we are getting VDC by 3. So we are getting VDC by 3 up to this. Next what we are getting? This is minus VDC and we are getting 0. So minus VDC and it is 0. So this is minus VDC by 3. Okay. So next if I see, so minus VDC and plus VDC, but minus sign is here. So minus of twice VDC. So minus of twice VDC by 3. So I have got a pattern. This way it will continue. So this is VDC by 3 and there it is minus VDC by 3. This point will get minus twice VDC by 3 and this point will get plus twice VDC by 3. So plus VDC by 3 to plus twice VDC, I am writing here also plus twice VDC by 3, otherwise it will confuse. This is plus VDC by 3. This is minus VDC by 3, minus twice VDC by 3. Okay, so this is how we are going to phase voltages. Now we will use this one and the Fourier analysis to find out the fundamental voltage later on. So this is all about the 180-degree operation. Okay, this is, if you use this set of formulas, 3 set of formulas we require. This is 2 set of formulas basically. This is one set, this is another set. You find out other 2. This is V YN and VBN. Please find out these 2 by yourself. You will get similar type of things. So that's all for today. Thank you.